PSG traveled to Santiago Bernabeu to take on Real Madrid in the first leg of this last 16 tie. For the longest time, the game was actually in balance until Zidane made some changes in the second half. I will get into more details later in this video. This is how the home team lined up. Zidane decided to go with Isco instead of Bale. This is how the away team lined up. Zidane likes to give Isco a free role, which allows him to be involved in the play a lot more. That meant that Ronaldo and Benzema were the two forwards. PSG was not playing with a very high defensive line. This will be important later on. Real Madrid started the game with high pressure. It clearly caught PSG off guard, as they were having a difficult time playing around Madrid's high pressure. This allowed Madrid to be in control at the start of the game. Madrid's fullbacks are very important to their attacks. Marcelo is a great attacking fullback, and got forward on every opportunity he got. Nacho, on the other hand, is not as good as Marcelo when attacking. Notice Nacho's position. He should be making a run, as Modric points out. This is where Madrid missed Carvajal the most. It took some time, but PSG were slowly getting back into the game. Emery sent his fullbacks forward quite a lot. But PSG was struggling to get forward. The reason behind this is because Madrid were able to double team the widest player. This made it really difficult for Neymar and Mbappe to play through the wings, and because of that, they were forced to come deep to get involved in the play. This kept them away from the goal. The only way they were able to get in behind the defense was through counterattacks. Which were few and far in between because the forwards often got isolated afield. Or by crosses from Dani Alves, who found himself space time after time to deliver a cross in Madrid's half. Madrid kept on attacking. While PSG were still having a difficult time dealing with Madrid's pressing. Neymar was trying really hard to make something happen. But Madrid did well to keep him away from their goal. But now, Madrid were sitting back a little more when PSG were close to their half, which allowed them to get closer to Madrid's goal. Then in the 32nd minute, this happened against a run of play. After the goal, PSG started pressing with high pressure. It seemed like PSG had woken up and looked more threatening after scoring the goal. Notice how the left back creates space for Neymar with his run. Madrid got even more intense with their pressing to get the equalizer. PSG's high pressure kept allowing Madrid to get upfield. Eventually, there was only one person who was going to score the penalty. In the second half, Unai Emery wanted his team to play with a higher defensive line compared to the first half. Notice how high both Madrid fullbacks are. This line complicated things for Madrid, as they were having a difficult time getting upfield. PSG also were now able to get away from Madrid's high pressure. Neymar kept trying to create something, but Madrid did a good job defensively. PSG were slowly gaining a foothold in this match. Alves was causing Madrid a lot of trouble. PSG definitely should have used this more. Dani Alves was allowed too much space in Madrid's half. Cavani should have made a run to create space for Neymar. In the 66th minute, Cavani was replaced by Meunier. Alves came on the right wing while Mbappe went to the middle. Meunier became the right back. Madrid brought on Bale for Benzema. The change by PSG caused Madrid even more trouble as they were already having a difficult time on their left. PSG started to pin back Madrid. And seemed like the most likely team to score next. They came really close to scoring their second. Notice how much space there is in the middle. As you may have seen, PSG were heavily reliant on the wings to get closer to Madrid's goal. Casemiro was getting dragged out of his position. Casemiro getting dragged onto the wings. So Zidane decided to tweak his formation. He brought on Asensio and Vasquez for Isco and Casemiro. Madrid were now flat 4-4-2. This was a vital change, as this was solely the reason how Madrid were able to win this game. Let's take a look at why this won Madrid the game. During the start of the second half, the fullbacks were staying upfield a lot, like they usually do for Madrid. But since PSG were attacking mainly through the wings, Madrid were having a difficult time dealing with PSG. So this change meant that Nacho could stay back, while Madrid could still have enough numbers upfield. Notice how Vasquez is the widest player instead of Nacho. And allowed them to stretch the PSG defense. The forwards also started to come deep to create even more space. This is what happened at the end of that play. Madrid were having a really easy time on the wings after the substitutions. This is because they basically had an extra player to move the ball around due to Zidane's changes. Zidane managed to change the whole dynamics of the game with his substitutions. Unai Emery tried to make something similar happen by bringing on Draxler, but it was too little too late. Madrid now travel to Paris for the second leg to see who progresses to the quarterfinals. Do you guys think the scoreline is fair? Or do you think that PSG deserved more out of this game? I would love to hear what you guys think, so let me know down in the comments below. And if you like what I'm doing here, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps a lot.